End of war. Is there no end to you? My conversation with war. JanStephen Cavanaugh, Ph.D. I imagine war sitting over there, and I ask, end of war, is it true that there is no end to you? I have been told by high authorities that in the end you are too big and cannot be undone. Until someone says not so, I make a mental note. End of war tried several times in history, as recently as the Kellogg-Briand Pact of 1928. Global law to resolve conflict through systems of justice, peace through law. Look out your door if you live in peaceful neighborhoods. This feat was the work of our great-grandparents in response to the barbary of World War I. A vision of planet Earth humanity living in an age of peace, in a law-based civilization. Back then, the pieces and parts to build that vision were not yet in place, and World War II was the consequence. War. You reveled in the barbary of war as never before. We note in the matter of war and peace that peace defers to war, which makes us a war-based civilization. The majority believe war is inevitable. That's how we hang. That's how it's always been. I've come to realize you are in the driver's seat of our civilization. End of war, is there no end to you? Are we doomed to the barbary of you? Peace warrior argues that the time is now for action. I would say peace warrior prophesizes. The time for action is now to save our civilization. Timing is everything in development, as we know. Other variables as well, but timing is critical. Peace warrior envisions planet Earth humanity. We see ourselves as a whole. On the web, each person a piece of warrior byte of information to become a global peace movement. Join together as like-minded persons to become one mind, to build an age of peace. At your fingertips to put the god of war into the pantheons of history. You become part of a game on the web to be played out in real time. The goal of the game is to overcome the inevitability of war, we think. The pieces and parts are ready to be assembled to make that goal possible, to undo war and warming. That's what we mean by an age of peace. Just two things, two big things, war and warming. The rest of the stuff to be worked out when that peace is established. I wonder what it will take to awaken the global will en masse to make that happen. The spark to set in motion this game that involves each of you. My greatest nightmare is that we will wake up too late. End of war, is there no end to you? Planet Earth humanity till the end of time, a war-based civilization. Is that our fate? Reading Michio Kaku, Quantum Supremacy's book, the most important book I have ever or will ever read on the future of human development. And as you know, human development's my quote-unquote thing. Quantum brings magnitudes of computing power to solving problems in 200 seconds, what it would take current computers 10,000 years to solve. Quantum world, a strange world, in which the same thing can be in two places at once, in relationship with each other, communicating faster than the speed of light. Makes no sense as we understand how the universe works. But apparently that is the nature of nature. Indeed, I find the mystery of life deepens the deeper we peer. Kaku brilliantly tells how quantum supremacy will help solve a long list of great mysteries and horrific ills that beset us, including chapter headings including origin of life, the greening of the world, feeding of the planet, energizing the world, quantum health, gene editing, curing cancer, AI and quantum computers, and immortality. In the chapter about modeling the world and the universe, chapters include global warming, the sun in a bottle, stimulating the universe, and a day in the year 2050. Finding no chapter on ending war was disheartening, puzzling. Quantum supremacy is able to assist in ending warming, but not end of war? They are the same thing in this realm. Remember? Two things in different places at the same time. Both have to happen at the same time to solve the riddle of our civilization, to save ourselves. Let us, planet Earth humanity, awaken to the next step in human development, a civilization ruled by law, an age of peace, no war, and no warming. That's the bottom line. All other issues to be resolved later. I want to believe if quantum can help unravel the mystery of immortality, surely quantum guided by human mind could offer solutions to end the barbary of war. It's a barbary like no other. Be vigilant. Just because we build a law-based civilization, to remember justice can still be corrupted. There will be people who want to do that. The god of war, once banished, will be redeemed and will come back in revenge. That is why we humbly seek a well-defined age of peace. The age of peace, probably akin to the second coming and out of our realm. Where Professor Keku and I agreed is that 2050 is a critical number in human development. Very a swinging point. For sure, we argue war has been with us since the beginning of this civilization, some 10,000 years ago. Indeed, history will record us to be a war-based civilization with periods of peace. Peace Warrior understands that as long as war is with us, we must prepare for war. The right to defend. No argument. What we do argue, as war is human-built, war can be unbuilt. Do we dare to leap beyond, to reach into that unimagined realm, to awaken? Einstein's belief in the power of imagination, to imagine a law-based civilization. To imagine is everything, he said. A God-fearing man. I draw your attention to the philosophers of Sun Tzu and Clausewitz, they the Aristotle and Plato of war. On one thing they are clear, when diplomacy fails, war becomes the default position. They argue for diplomacy to rule the day, to avoid the barbary of war. And if war comes, they tell us how to win, what you need to do to get the killing done. End of war. Is there no end to you? Let us pray there is. God bless.